Welcome to this segment of Soul, Silence, and Sound. This is brought to you by BeSimply.
Stars, trees, clouds, and the moon. They all have a meaning and they look just like you.
Welcome to this segment of Soul and Luna Cycles brought to you by BeSimply. And I'm Suzanne, and I want to thank you all for being here in this moment. I'm recording this very close to the full moon, which is fully acknowledged in its potency at 1:36 p.m. here on the Pacific Northwest. And the moon has been building, been feeling it, and now we get to transmute the energy and really work with your inner alchemy. So if you go back 2 weeks and you recapitulate what was presented to you on the new moon and what you were ready to start working with, and within that gives you the opportunity to really do what's being asked all around humanity, is what I will coin for today: Control, Alt, Delete, no more repeat. We'll make it a cheer. Stop, repeat would probably be easier. So what that means is that if you're used to old school DOS computer, if your system crashed, as you reboot it, you do Control, Alt, Delete, and it would give you a fresh start in your system. And hopefully you wouldn't have to go much further than that reboot. Also, from there, acknowledging karmically if you want to repeat your internal patterns or if you're really ready for that fresh start. And so we've been building towards this, seeing the trickster, feeling that coyote energy, having to face facets of ourselves that are still going through their own inner transformation, where we've tricked ourselves. It's really easy to point to the external world and get loud, but it's equally as important to look at the internal world, because we co-create this reality. And one of the most difficult thing for people to sit with is when they turn the cheek and do not acknowledge what is, because they don't want to ruffle feathers, they don't want to cause a problem for their career. They figure it's not their problem. They'll stay in their lane. But we are an interdependent network of energy, and we are there to assist one another, not to be codependent, but really that turning of the cheek is a codependent activity. Oh, I'll just pretend I didn't see that. Oh, they've changed. Oh, that wasn't my responsibility. Someone else will handle that. And each time someone turns the cheek, they are participating in enabling activity and fostering a lot of the degradation that humanity is bearing witness to. And understand that what that did is it put tricksters, it put people that are in a pathological state of, I'll just call it psychopathy, that does not care for humans. And if you look at that, it's like this microcosm. Every time we ignored something, we pretended it wasn't really happening, we pretended it didn't exist, we didn't stand up, we didn't step in, we didn't stop that crime on the street. Every single time we gave more power to the psychopathy of the field of energy that does not care, because we didn't care. So as this moon comes up, you have the opportunity to really hold yourself accountable, not only for your gifts and really bring them forward, because more than not, those gifts could have helped in those moments. We have innate gifts. Everyone is unique. And those gifts can help in that very moment to take right action. And that's what I talked about before. Just because a karmic cycle appears like it's destined to repeat, it doesn't have to. All it takes is one person, one being to step up and take right action. no matter what the cost. And that's written in Eastern texts, that to really uphold your inner code of ethics, even if it costs you your life. And the reason that's written is because sometimes it takes that to reset the situation and stop the old pattern from repeating. And we're moving out of an era where perceptually violence is the answer to try to control the perceptual duality that exists on this planet, that I talked about in the past couple of weeks, about good versus bad and all these different things. But if you look at it as a field, every time you look away, you turn away, you don't listen to your soul, you don't listen to your inner voice, you don't utilize your gifts, that don't deposits energy into that field that we're ready to be complete with. So you can think of this as we go collectively into this new full moon, that what are you ready to control, alt, delete from your inner being and to the outer world. And when you do that, it's fully acknowledging that you're ready to erase that pattern, that tape, those thoughts, those words, those actions. Does not mean that you will get a free hall pass and not have to practice holding where you want to be. But it's literally saying, okay, I'm ready. I don't really want to repeat that anymore. And you might notice over the past few days, people, places, and things coming forward from your past. And if you listen closely, you can see where their perceptions are of you, of them, of your relationships, all those things. And in an eternal path of transformation and evolution, you'll notice that sometimes people are destined not to transform as much as another person. That's okay. They're there serving you equally, just as you are them, because they might repeat something that you're ready to be out of. And at the same time, you might plant a seed with them so that when they're ready to spin out of that cycle, that they'll be like, oh, I have that seed that was planted for me and I'm ready to work with it. So first step is to acknowledge that you're ready to have that reboot for yourself. The second step is to fully give yourself a pause, just to wait and see what that means. You don't have to immediately replace the old program with the new program. And ideally, we as a consciousness are moving out of programs. And it's funny, I use the analogy of a computer. So everything that humanity is fed is a program. And you probably might have heard get with the program. People offer programs. But really that's programming and trying to make things universal, homogenous, all those things that create a mind control and limit your capacity. Because the focus for everyone is really to refine their innate skills. And those will be articulated in different ways. And you can go on right now after this segment, maybe not right after, but sometime in the near future. And you can just look on any media platform and see what's trending. Those trending, that's a program that is taking maybe one or two people's original idea and putting it everywhere so everyone co-ops in. And that sometimes might be beneficial. Let's say if everyone's planting a tree and we plant more trees, but if we plant too many trees, it might cause overgrowth. So it's important to remember that every action that we're taking has an impact in the immediate present moment, but also in the future. So as you become aware where you're ready to end the program, and you don't need to end 20 programs within yourself, but just really be like, oh, okay, I'm ready to stop that dance with myself and others. I'm ready to let go of the emotional impact it has on me, the mental impact it has on me, the physical impact it has on me, and the spiritual impact. And just by initially acknowledging that, that starts the process. It's kind of like when people come and start working with me, once they start to speak and get the things out that they suppress, because this is our nature. Sometimes we just don't feel comfortable sharing everything about us with the people closest to us. That's for many different reasons. But once you have, a guide or someone to speak to that's impartial, because they're not in your day-to-day living, that is a freedom. And that acknowledgement then starts to welcome self to operate from a different place and to end those programs, those patterns, and move forward. So this full moon is exciting. It might feel emotional to some of you. It'll meet you where it's supposed to. And even if you're feeling some trauma, you're feeling some emotions, you're feeling some heaviness within any aspect of your being, be with it. Allow it to be. And as you let it be, you will have a deeper understanding what you want to do with that and make a conscious choice, an aware choice. Because when we're in a circle, in a loop, and we keep repeating, we can't stop, we are not making aware choices. We're making habitual choices. And it takes courage. And so this is here in Northern Hemisphere, heart season, and heart is Kure, which is to have courage. So if we want to nourish from a lens of Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, our heart center, emotionally speaking and physically, we want to really welcome ourselves to step up into that which we want to be from this access point, which is also anchored in the divine. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it nature. You can call it divinity, God, goddess. You can call it whatever you want, but it's actually an unexplainable field that permeates through all things and supersedes any human-made or being-made construct that's applied to our consciousness. And so when you anchor in that, it will support you and it'll give you courage to move beyond these habits, these patterns, these cycles that no longer serve. And this is a very nuanced thing, because we, in this perceptual 3D reality, get very attached to labels, to holding on to something forever, that it can't transform, that it can't be healed, that it's something that will never leave you. And that I would beg to differ, because there are always possibilities, and depending on the nature of your eternal path, there are things that you can do to transform that, move beyond it, and it has to do with these habits that we've locked ourselves in and the attachments that we have to having those labels, those suffering, all those things. So as we open our heart during the summer season, it invites us, one, to stay cool. We've moved out of the season, which really is to nourish and detoxify the liver and anger. But this is that season where we're welcoming in a dance with the environmental fire and our eternal fire, and finding an alchemy with love and passion and the world around you and joy, and choosing this energy that supports us all, acknowledging that it's there and allowing it to hold you. It's not outside of you, it's everywhere. Yet we sometimes have constructs in our mind that put it far away when it's right here. Everything is right here. So give yourself the space to think, what would it feel like if I gave myself permission to be in fluid alignment with the divine, the unexplainable, in every given moment? And would I continue repeating certain things that will lessen my awareness, reduce my awareness of that divine? The divine doesn't leave you. but it gives you free will. It gives you the ability to make those choices. And it's not always going to rescue you, because it's a process of learning and transforming and interdependence, because each self, as they get more and more adept to feeling and understanding the divinity that's running through them and all beings, then they have the capacity to not only transmute this energy for themselves and others. And sometimes if you are in a wellness field where you do help people, I'll include myself in that, are become very adept externally, but forget that we can do that same thing for ourselves internally. And truth be told is that when anyone's working with you, they're welcoming you, depending on their skill set, into remembrance of that divine field that runs through you. And then it's your will to set down the things that encumber you from rebalancing your system, to being in harmony with all that is, and to access the courage to move beyond, which might be causing blocks, delays, dis-ease, all of those things. It's really a beautiful opportunity right now to do that. And so what I would recommend, if inspired, over the next day or two, and whenever you're listening to this is perfect, because it still will apply, is that I would recommend that you dance, because the transmutation of energy is really helpful when one dances. Put on your favorite music and dance. It could be a slow dance. It could be a punk dance. It could be a heavy metal dance. You decide. You get into a field with yourself to start releasing the energy, and then see how you transmute it and where it might take you, where it might elevate into a resonance with that heart energy. And as you do that, that will help you have the courage to really put an end to whatever's on your path in this moment. You don't need to conjure everything up. Use your present moment life to show you, wow, this is rising up. This is ready to be transformed. This is ready to be released. And you are ready to have courage to use your innate gifts and the divinity that runs through you to carry you into a new field of energy, a new field of resonance with yourself and the world around you. And that's super exciting. So I encourage you, as you process this and work through this, do a little dance and see what happens. And a great time to do that is in the morning, because you can really move the energy from dream to waking state. Or after dinner is a great time to do that. It's the end of the day. Maybe you've had a meal, and just having a little laughter and levity, especially in summertime, will help nourish your heart, your soul, and the divine. Great thing to do around campfires, at the beach, all these great places. And one other thing before we go into our meditation I wanted to share is the purer you keep these activities, the easier it is to access your highest self. When we layer on anything that numbs us out or takes us into places where might not support our highest and best, that can actually lock you in to your suffering and not help you transmute what you're ready to transform right at this given moment. So with that being said, I would love for you to, if you're not already, come up into an upright seated position, lifting that spine up, 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 and then dropping the shoulders down. And then from there, taking a nice deep breath in and exhale out. Another one, inhale. And exhale. Good. One more inhale. and exhale. Good. And as you continue to breathe in and out, just welcome you to locate a focal point down in front of you and just observe your breath.
circle in the sun. circle in the sand.
Gently from there, I welcome you to gently lean back and recline or move fully into Shavasana, a prone position on your back with your palms facing upward as we transition into receiving sound. As you settle in, just take a nice gentle breath into the heart and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. And then continue to follow your natural breathing pattern. Ano ani ai Taking a soft, gentle breath in and out of your heart center. Gently breathing in and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. And as you continue to breathe in and out, just gently welcome you to bring your awareness to your physical body. And taking a moment to acknowledge all aspects of yourself and give thanks for all that you are. And then gently from there, as you breathe in and out, welcoming you to take a moment to extend some kindness, compassion, and gratitude out beyond here. And then gently from there, just going to welcome you to take a moment with yourself and just allow that all to really sit and be. And so if you really are honest with yourself as to what has been rising up and around you within this lunar cycle and over that gateway as we've entered into summer season and winter season, depending where you are. This is giving you the information that you need right now in this given moment. And when we listen to these inner reflections, again, that lunar moment is a mirror, an internal mirror, more importantly than the external one that you perceive in the sky. But it's an internal one that is showing you where you're ready to transform and where you're ready to end the repeat, stop the repeat. So that's why we control alt delete. And what that does is that really empowers you to step forward. And trust me, if over the past few days, depending when you're listening to this, you felt vulnerable in certain ways, go right there, really go right there, because that's what's ready to be transformed. And it takes your will, your free will, to dive in there and give yourself the space just to be with it. And you don't have to make quick decisions, and preferably not. Remember, nature moves slow, and part of what I've been sharing is understand that technology right now is running at a pace that is not in harmony with nature, and we're part of nature. There's no need for something to move that quickly in this dimensional field. And so we want to bring that awareness to it so that we can really hold ourselves accountable for staying in harmony with our circadian rhythms, with the sunrise, with the sunset, with the great outdoors, breathing fresh air, looking at the full spectrum of light, and allowing ourselves to be fed by all these organic sources that really are such a gift from our natural ecosystem all around us. So as you exit out, I want to thank you all for being here in this moment, and I want to thank Random Rab. Check out his tour. He's playing all over the place this summer. Purchase his music. That's how you can support artists. Purchase their music directly from them. Big hint, purchase their merch if you like it. Just get in the habit of doing that, because you listen to their music all the time. Music is this great mechanism for our dancing that we'll do later, to heal us, to transform us, to help us with celebration. Give back there. Help them keep creating. So Random Rab, Dante Marino, he's had recent new ones, and Kadri Scott. We're going to exit out with her Fields of Flowers. And I want you all to remember that you matter, and your innate gifts are ready to be witnessed and seen. You are the OG in your dimensional field. So get to know it. Get to know you. Don't look out, look in. All right. Until next time, this is Suzanne signing out with a full heart, a soft gaze, a deep bow, and a namaste. Be
The way your eyes feel on me makes me feel alright, and the way your mind dreams for me grabs me and holds me tight. makes me feel